students, welcome back to my class. Today we will discuss about jaundice and its different clinical charts. So, what is jaundice? Yellowish discoloration of sclera, skin and mucous membrane is called jaundice. So, why this yellowish discoloration occurs? Due to high blood levels of bile pigment, which is called bilirubin, this yellowish discoloration occurs. So, we have to know little bit of this bilirubin metabolism. We all know hemoglobin is a blood pigment which is present within the RBC and which is responsible for the red color of blood. This hemoglobin is a heme containing protein and certain cytochromes, these are heme containing proteins. These heme containing proteins catabolized by the microsomal heme oxygenase system of reticuloendothelial system and produces bilirubin. This bilirubin is unconjugated, hence hydrophobic in nature. After conjugation within the liver with glucuronic acid, this bilirubin becomes conjugated bilirubin, and this bilirubin is hydrophilic, hence it is excreted in the bile, in the intestine or second part of duodenum. And due to certain bacterial action like deconjugation and reduction, this bilirubin which is present within the bile is converted to certain bilinogens like stercobilinogen, urobilinogen. And about 20% of this urobilinogen is reabsorbed daily from the intestine to enter enterohepatic circulation. So, up to this we have to know about bilirubin. Next we have to classify what are the types of jaundice or classification of jaundice. So, next classification of jaundice. Jaundice is mainly classified into three types. Number 1, prehepatic or hemolytic jaundice. Number 2, hepatic or hepatocellular jaundice, and the last one, post-hepatic or obstructive jaundice. So, from the name prehepatic or hemolytic jaundice, it is clear the problem lies before the liver. And what are the common causes of this type of jaundice? These are abnormal red blood cell, any structural defect of red blood cells, antibodies, certain drugs and toxins, hemoglobinopathies, thalassemias, Gilbert syndrome, Crigler-Najjar syndrome. These are the common causes of prehepatic or hemolytic jaundice. And in this type of jaundice, type of bilirubin which will be raised, that is unconjugated bilirubin. The next type is hepatic or hepatocellular jaundice, and common causes of hepatocellular jaundice are viral hepatitis, toxic hepatitis, intrahepatic cholestasis. And this type of jaundice, both conjugated and unconjugated bilirubin will be raised. Though conjugated bilirubin will be normal after the initial cholestatic phase. The last one, or post-hepatic or obstructive jaundice. From the name, it is clear the problem lies beyond liver. Post-hepatic or obstructive means any obstruction in the drainage or excretion of bile. So, common causes of post-hepatic jaundice are extrahepatic cholestasis, gallbladder stones or gallstones, tumor of the bile duct, carcinoma of the head of the pancreas, any lymph node enlargement in porta hepatis, and the characteristic type of bilirubin increased in this type of jaundice, that is conjugated bilirubin. Next, we have to know about the tests we have to perform to distinguish different types of jaundice. Certain tests we have to perform. Number 1, blood test. Among the blood tests, we have to perform unconjugated and conjugated bilirubin, alkaline phosphatase. In the urine part, we have to perform bile salt, His sulfur test, urobilinogen estimation. And in stool test, we have to estimate urobilin test. So, in prehepatic or hemolytic jaundice, unconjugated bilirubin will be high, conjugated bilirubin will be normal. So, the normal range of conjugated bilirubin, that is 0.1 to 0.4 milligram per dl, and alkaline phosphatase will be also normal, and normal range of alkaline phosphatase 40 to 125 unit per liter. And in case of urine, in prehepatic or hemolytic jaundice, bile salt will be absent, urobilinogens will be strongly positive or strongly present, and in case of stool, urobilins will be also present. So these are the blood, urine and stool picture of prehepatic or hemolytic jaundice. Next, hepatocellular jaundice. In case of hepatocellular jaundice, unconjugated bilirubin will be high. Conjugated bilirubin will be high in the early phase or cholestatic phase. Later on it will be near about normal. Alkaline phosphatase will be raised, but the range will be 2 to 3 times of the normal range. And in case of urine test, bile salt will be absent again in case of hepatocellular jaundice. Urobilinogens will be increased early phase. Urobilins in stool will be normal or decreased. What will be the picture in case of obstructive jaundice? Unconjugated bilirubin will be normal. Conjugated bilirubin will be high. Alkaline phosphatase will be very high, 10 to 12 times of the normal range. And bile salt will be present in case of obstructive jaundice. In the previous two types of jaundice, bile salt in urine or Hess sulfur test was negative, but in case of obstructive jaundice, it will be present. In case of obstructive jaundice, bile salt will be present. Urobilinogens absent in urine and urobilins again absent in stool. So, the color of the stool in case of obstructive jaundice will be clay colored, and that is characteristic for obstructive jaundice. Now, we find charts about jaundice. A 49 years old female, obese, mother of 2 children, often complaining pain moderate to severe in the right hypochondriac region. The region was tender and rigid. Her report shows serum bilirubin 7 mg per dl, unconjugated 0.8 mg per dl, conjugated 6.2 mg per dl. Her alkaline phosphatase level 522 unit per liter. Urine shows bile salts, means Hess sulfur test is positive. A 49 years old obese woman, mother of 2 children, means obese fertile female complaining of pain moderate to severe in the right hypochondriac region, and her bilirubin level is raised. Unconjugated is 0.8, near about normal. Conjugated is 6.2, very high. And alkaline phosphatase also 522, and bile salt is present in urine. So, what will be the diagnosis? So, this is a clear case of obstructive jaundice. So, what will be the causes? It may be, most commonly, it may be due to gallstone. And other causes also may be, but the most common cause of a obese fertile female, pain in the right hypochondriac region, the most common cause of obstructive jaundice in such a case is gallstone. Other pictures are a victim of road traffic accident received 2 units of whole blood transfusion. On second day, he had yellow discoloration of skin and conjunctiva. Investigation reports show serum bilirubin total 6.8 mg per dl, conjugated bilirubin 1.2 mg per dl, unconjugated 5.6 milligram per day, SGPT 42 unit per liter, SGOT 35 unit per liter, alkaline phosphates 92 unit per liter. Urine shows absent of bile salts but present of bile pigments. Give your provisional diagnosis. Conjugated bilirubin 1.2 and unconjugated 5.6. So unconjugated is much raised. Alkaline phosphates within normal range. Urine shows absent of bile salts but present of bile pigments. Okay, so this is a clear case of hemolytic or prehepatic jaundice. The next picture is a young male suffering from fever and yellowish discoloration of skin for last 7 days. No history of blood transfusion. His investigation reports show serum bilirubin total 6.5 milligram per day, conjugated bilirubin 3 milligram per day, unconjugated 3.5, SGPT 470, SGOT 350, alkaline phosphatase 201. Urine shows absence of bile salts but presence of bile pigments. Give your provisional diagnosis. So there is no history of blood transfusion. A young male suffering from fever. So it's a conjugated, unconjugated both are raised, and alkaline phosphatase also raised. So it's a bile salt absent, presence of bile pigment. It's a case of hepatocellular jaundice. Okay, so these are the 3 clinical pictures or charts over jaundice, and you have to understand what are the determining factors to diagnose or differentiate between the 3 types. So blood reports, urine reports and stool report. Among the blood reports, conjugated, unconjugated, alkaline phosphatase. In the urine report, bile salt, bile pigment, and in the stool report, urobilin. Okay, so today up to this, hope all you able to understand. Thank you.